influence and depth. Now, some people say that it is the chemistry that is the intertwining force between man and woman. It's very important in the professional field of medicine. And for us students, it's a vital subject diploma that we must overcome in order to get into medical school. So, I found myself on a quest, really. What is woman? So, I'm a bit sad. And lo and behold, I was well on my way to discover your chemical analysis. So, element, woman, chemical symbol, WO. Discoverer, atomic mass. What to say without getting a stiletto in the eye? I think that what we can say is 50 to 100 is okay, but figures can go above to like, darling, you still look great in that red dress, I promise. And physical properties. Surface covered in a film, or powder and or paint. Boiled at nothing. Freezes for no apparent reason. Melts if given the proper treatment. Bitter if used inappropriately. Not magnetic, but attractive to coins. Found in various states across the world, ranging from virgin material to, let's just say, a common ore. Insoluble in liquids, but activity greatly induced under the influence of ethanol. Here's the clincher. The most powerful money-reducing agent known to man. And with all chemicals, we have tests, a colour change, that's a positive indication of a reaction. So, specimens are pink when found in natural state, takes on a rosy glow when bathed in hot water, of ocean mineral salts, ylang ylang, and jojoba oil. What the hell is jojoba? And finally, turns green when placed next to a better looking specimen. And finally, in my analysis, we come to the most important bit, the potential hazards. Highly dangerous, except in experienced hands. More than one, although a certain amount of exchange is occasionally noticed. So, yes. So it's with this dangerous theme of women I'd like to focus on, and the ferocity that accompanies it. Jokes aside, it has been long observed that a woman can make an average man great, and a great man average. Were not the frail, timid ladies. Neither were they weaker vessels nor victims. They were the proud descendants of Celtic womanhood. Now, being a New Zealander, I had the privilege of going to a Scottish Presbyterian school in Auckland called St. Kentigern's. And there, I learned that when the ancient Romans encountered the Celtic tribes, they were impressed by equal station enjoyed by their women. They could inherit land, title, no less than their male siblings, and they could even enter battle in times of war. The ferocity of the Celtic warrior woman is truly subject of legends. And with legends, let us focus on one of our very own, our RMS Secretary, Ms. Elizabeth Smith. I have a massive crush on you. But if I were to take her out on a date, I'm not saying you'd ever pick a couple like me, but with these days, anything is possible. If I were to choose you on a date, right, and if I had anyone to ask me what you like best about me, would it be my rippling athletic physique, or my astounding intellect? It would be only you with response such as your sense of humour, dear. That is why we love you so much. Moving on to Christina Lee, former president. She has literally been there, done that, got the t-shirt of all medical accolades. Now, I find you the most flexible person I've ever met in my life. You never shy to show off a cartwheel or a high kick. You maybe even treated one to such spectacle tonight. But if I say so myself, I find you quite a commanding character, a powerful woman, most likely to wear the trousers in a relationship. So guys, don't cross the line with her, or she will literally split your plums in two. Alice say that because you are small, but you are very, very powerful. With your mouth. You are so loud. Saying that, you do epitomise the ferocity of womanhood. That's great. So you keep on representing. Seriously. Stop storing expressions. You're getting a bit too old. Moving on. Rebecca Martin. You are quite a mysterious woman because I have nothing to say to you other than one thing. I think your mum is a librarian, so I'm assuming that you must be just as kinky as her. Joanna Alvin and Charlotte Wright. Charlotte, you're like a mother to me. And I'm not saying that because you're really old or anything. It's actually because you're such a caring person, so I have nothing but love for you. But Joanna Loudon, you are a conniving double agent. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what. One day she comes up to me and goes, Rui, let's play some squash. By the way, I'm really awful. I haven't played in 5 years. It's terrible. And I was like, take it. In the bag. So we get a squash court, we lock the door, and she's bouncing the ball ready to serve. She looks across her shoulder, a wry smile appears across her face, and then she goes, oh, by the way, I'm national standard. I was trapped in a close situation, and I had to endure a scoreline that could be only comparable with New Zealand playing Scotland in a game of rugby. But there's one other story, she's absolutely catch right. There's one other story about Jo that I have to tell. Last year in the MSc ball, she was under the influence of that substance that I mentioned earlier, ethanol. And there's one particular boy in council that, let's just say, bats for the other team. And she was so desperate, she was actually begging this poor bloke to change his sexuality for her. It's still January, right? So it's making New Year's resolutions, she's still farming up the wrong tree. And finally, our attention must go to our president, Catherine Bingham, our very own blonde bombshell. Now, Catherine takes pride in taking a pastoral role in the armaments, and she has a real passion in making sure that the younger medics, particularly younger medics, are cared for. Recently, she excelled all our expectations by going above and beyond her calls of duty with one particular guy. And I'm not quite sure, but we believe he was either he moved on to solid foods or stopped went to bed. We're not too sure. But yeah, Catherine likes to play the sound bit. In all seriousness, I was in my open day, and you inspired me to join Edinburgh Medical School. Strictly speaking, that's not true. Edinburgh was my only option. And I wish you all the best the rest of the year as president, and I hope you carry on encouraging other people every whoop-a at a time. So, as I close on writing this post, I can't help but notice the subtle differences between men and women. For example, a man will pay £2 for a £1 item he wants. A woman will pay £1 for a £2 item she doesn't need. I don't know much about marriage, but I do think that a married man should forget his mistakes. Because there's no point in two people remembering the same things. And finally, a woman has the last say in any argument. Anything a man says after that is unfortunately the start of a new argument. It's a bloody good thing I'm speaking for Alice. So to conclude, Burns could not have attained the status he has so long enjoyed were it not for the fact that he's surrounded by truly remarkable women. And aren't we all here today? His love of the lassies is best summarised in the excerpt, Green grow the rashes. Old nature swears the lovely beers, the noblest work she classes. Her prentice hand she tried on man, and then she made the lasses. And so we toast the daughters of the Celts, and all members of the fairer sex, who celebrated the verse of Robbie Burns in all their strength, beauty, dignity, and yes, their ferocity. Gentlemen, be up on your feet, and join me in a toast. To the lassies!